Erdogan waged his fights abroad, betting on the Turkish economy. He had hoped that the Turkish economy will be able to foot the bills of his battles. Well, it cannot. The economy of Turkey was considered a regional success story. But now the problems are piling up. Turkey's central bank used borrowed money to save the lira, the currency. Now it has a deficit that could run into billions of dollars. Our next report tells you more about the holes in Turkey's balance sheets.
The Turkish economy is unraveling. The month of November brought with it more bad news. Turkey's inflation rate soared to a little more than 14%. It's a 15-month high, and it hurts the people of Turkey directly. Consumer prices have risen by 2.3%. It's limiting what people can afford to buy. Day-to-day expenses have gone up. Food, beverages and transport have become costlier. But this may be just the beginning of Turkey's problems. Its currency, the lira, has tanked. Since the beginning of this year, the lira has lost nearly 30% of its value against the dollar and more than 30% against the euro. What is the government doing to fix this? Well, hiding the extent of the rot. According to reports, Turkey is spending far beyond its means. The pandemic has widened the cracks in the Turkish economy. It has exposed a $25 billion hole that the Erdogan government was trying to hide. In March, Turkey's foreign currency reserves were propped up by short-term borrowing. As the lira began to slide, Turkey's central bank spent billions of dollars to stop the bleeding. Dollars that were borrowed from domestic banks. By August, Turkey owed more foreign currency to banks than what it had in its coffers. The central bank owed $54 billion to Turkey's banks. According to an estimate, the Turkish central bank ended up spending around $65 billion by August, more than what it had borrowed. The central bank ended up $25 billion short. By the end of September, the situation worsened. Turkey's foreign reserves are said to be in deep negative territory. One estimate puts the deficit at $50 billion. Turkey only has Erdogan and his family to blame for this crisis. The international press has pointed fingers at Berat al-Bayrak, the president's son-in-law, who suddenly resigned this year from the post of Turkey's finance minister. Al-Bayrak is said to have been the brain behind the plan to rescue the lira by pumping more money. A plan that cost Turkey $140 billion in 2 years. Difficult choices lie ahead for Erdogan. A steep decline in the lira now could potentially bankrupt Turkish banks. The other option is a steep interest rate hike. This will stabilize the lira, but throw the Turkish economy into a deeper recession. The Turkish president finds himself stuck between a rock and a hard place. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.